What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Part 2 of our little discussion here, but we have a little bit more organized.
Go forth.
You go ahead and explain your topic, buddy, because I mean, you explain it pretty damn well. So.
Alright, so I was thinking about the reason why the big companies nowadays are not doing well, mainly because of the people.
Okay.
Like,
So let's use a game for example. Battlefield 4 when it first started off. Okay.
yeah.
Or no, you know what? No, the best example would be Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yeah.
Everyone ripped on it, you know?
It was because of the people hated it because of the release date, like how it was broken and all that. They didn't care about the story. They didn't care about the gameplay. They only care about the story.
Yeah, all they really cared about was, oh no, my multiplayer is not working, lolly lolly lolly, blah blah blah. And I was like, that's not the point of an Assassin's Creed game. That's just extra for us to enjoy. You know?
And they tried to apologize for it for releasing free DLCs and all that.
Exactly. And now, but the customers ruined it for us because we would have gotten so much more if we had just kept our mouths shut and let them work on it.
Yeah. And they're even trying to apologize more by adding all this extra stuff to Syndicate that we don't basically need.
Well, that's not technically true because Syndicate is made by someone else. Alex Amancio isn't making Syndicate. It's a different part of Ubisoft. But I'm guessing like maybe the company in a whole is trying to make it up to us, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they threw out multiplayer because it got bad, you know?
Yeah, because people weren't really big into multiplayer.
Yeah.
If anybody is, it's cool, but
right, so
I really didn't.
Me and you enjoy. I'm just gonna jump off topic for 5 seconds, and then we'll jump back on it. If you had a rate, because you know people did bash it. If you had a rate Unity, what would your rating be?
I would say about like a 7 or 8.
Mine would definitely be an 8.3, maybe an 8.5. It's a good game, and you can't just judge it off its multiplayer.
Yeah. People mainly buy games for multiplayers like Call of Duty or Battlefield. They only care about the multiplayer.
Yeah, that's why Battlefield and Black Ops or Call of Duty game story sucks.
Yeah, they always try to take care of the multiplayer, and that just ruins the game. Like, it ruins a part of the game, not all of it.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with you 100%, dude. My only question is right now is as you see it, do you think companies grow and learn from this, or do you think that they shrivel up and hide from the facts? Like, they don't learn from their mistakes, so they keep making them. Like, because some companies have made the same mistakes over and over again.
Yeah, well, some companies, if they're smart enough and actually pay attention to the people and care about the story mode and not like better more realistic graphics and all that, then they're a good company. They make sure that the people are spending their money well on what they buy.
Now, if you had to say something about which companies do and don't follow these guidelines, what companies do you think haven't bettered themselves, and what companies do you think have bettered themselves based off the mistakes they've made?
What haven't bettered themselves? Capcom, they sometimes do the same mistakes, like keep releasing the same games, like you told me about Street Fighter.
Yeah.
And like they released that full paid demo for like Metal Gear.
Well, you gotta think, Metal Gear, that was made by some dude who had just like randomly thought, hey man, this will be a good idea, and it really wasn't. You know, I mean, he was new to the series. He didn't know. I don't think he really knew what he was doing.
Mm, sure. Sure. But games that are doing well, like companies that are like Ubisoft, they're making sure that they don't do the same mistakes again.
Yes.
Like, yeah, and who else? Who else?
So let me
Hmm.
ask you this: do you think Ubisoft has learned from their mistakes, first-person shooter-wise, and that's why, like, they're releasing certain games such as Siege and Division so late, so they can get a little bit of extra time on them? Because
Yeah,
these
because
are games that were like announced 2 years ago. So
I like that they re extend the dates though, because they're having trouble making them, and they don't want to release a broken game. They
see,
want to take their times and finish it. That's why I
you
love.
mentioning that. All right, so there's a certain point in which you can't do that. Like let's think about it. Let's think about it. We're both GTA players. But
Yes.
Rockstar was dead set on releasing heists that were perfect. Now, I mean, most people were so fed up with it they dropped the game. They lost sales, right?
Yeah.
So what they did is they released the free ones until they could officially release that. So I mean, we gotta think about
Hmm.
it. We push gamers, like we push the game developers so far that it's like it's impossible because like you gotta think those game developers, if they don't sell those games, most of them lose their jobs. You know, like
True.
we're who support them. Like if we don't buy them, then I mean this is I know people like to discriminate against gamers. Like, man, when I was a kid, we used to go outside and exercise, but we're supporting an entire generation with money because we go out and purchase games. We're feeding people's families basically.
True.
So
Wh-
I mean, when a game like that, like Grand Theft Auto, drops sales, even if it did sell over 1 billion on the first week, it's like, it's how do you put it? It's bad. It's not. It's definitely not something we should all be proud of. I guess you know.
Yeah. True.
I mean, we should have more respect for the game developers and give them time. Like you said, give them time
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you know,
Give them time, like do all this stuff, and like mainly put, save people money and like not give them refunds, and that will probably make them lose even more money than
exactly,
rushing them.
exactly.
And
Like
that's when,
right now, just for an example, right now, The Witcher has massive issues. I'm not gonna lie. It has problems with the riding of the horse. Sometimes the boats, you know, I'm not the
I was
boats so
just watching
much.
a video of he was having trouble swimming, and he was like doing flips all the time, and he didn't
Yeah,
want to.
like when you're diving, it's really hard to get up from the water because you can. It's so easy to drown. But it's not something that makes me hate the game. You know, it makes me envy it more because I know they'll fix it.
Yeah, like those bugs right there, here and there. It's okay, but they, sometimes they just like make people just make them rush it too far, and
I think some game developers take advantage of their customers. Like, I'm just gonna say, I
Mortal
think
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, yeah, most of your fighters they take
Yeah,
advantage of your gamers.
yeah,
Activision is one of the. They'll always take advantage of your gamers. You know, they'll always do it.
yeah.
Activision, there's not one game
They,
Activision hasn't released that doesn't like just strictly like take advantage of everybody.
yeah, they're horrible.
And it's not that it upsets me.
And
I mean, some of their games are good. Call of Duty is getting a little bit worn out, but some of their games, I mean,
yeah,
they're decent. They really are. And I just wish Activision knew how to, you know, stop being so greedy because they got full pockets. They don't need any more deeper
yeah,
pockets than they already got.
and they're always releasing Call of Duty every year, but they don't take their times and just make the game. They always try to get it out next year automatically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's not just Call of Duty though. Most of your sports games are doing that. Like, sports games,
Oh,
since they've come out, are the biggest money grubbers. They have the biggest microtransactions. They really do.
oh, Madden.
Yes,
That's one of
2K,
the
all of
biggest
them, dude.
ones.
All of them really do.
Yeah. The, oof.
And they're all
The,
I'm not saying
the,
that it's not their fault. They don't sell enough on release date. But dude, the microtransactions, they're getting ridiculous in my opinion. Like really they are. It's getting too hard to buy.
there.
It's getting too hard to buy games nowadays because of all of it. You know, you buy a freaking Black Ops game, Black Ops 3, and then the next day you got to buy 50 DLC for it. You know, camos
Yeah.
look cool, skin packs, armor, weapons.
Uh,
Sometimes you have to buy weapons in Call of Duty nowadays, and it's just
yeah.
it's all getting overwhelming for some people.
It's true. They've been going too far for that.
And you know, it's not. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I mean, like, dude, this is like, you got some gamers that don't know when to stop, right? You got some gamers that just don't
Yeah.
know where their limit with money is. And I am one of those gamers. I do spend more than I have sometimes, which is really bad because like I have a job. I mean, you have a job too. So, I mean,
No.
oh, you don't. Okay. Well,
I'm, I'm not at an age where I can be
okay,
work.
okay, okay. Well, you know, I mean, you know, when you get a paycheck, you only get so much. And I
Hmm.
mean, yeah, I mean, I'm still supported by family members, but it's like I wish I had the ability to save money. In my mind, a game is what comes first, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, I know I'm making myself sound bad, but it's just when I get paid, I just feel like it has to go towards a game. It just has to.
Yeah. When I get money, I try to save it as long as I could for something like go to the movies and all that, and I usually just wait for my birthday or Christmas to buy them.
Though I did hear our herbalist Tamira mention a claim on
Yeah,
your reward, Master Witcher.
I
How
mean,
about that, Morty?
it's just like that's what's wrong. Like people with instincts like mine, they'll lose so much money with the like. All right, I'll buy a game, but I definitely don't buy season passes or anything like that until I've seen what the season pass holds. You know, like with The Witcher,
yeah,
I bought the game. I didn't even buy it. I traded in most of my games for it. I got it for free. But when I got the game, I did not purchase the DLC that came with it. Did not touch it. Didn't care. Because this game has over 200 hours of gameplay, right? It's ridiculous
yeah,
to even think about DLC right now.
yeah.
Fascinating.
It's
Never. You should wait here,
crazy.
just in case.
I mean, yeah, you don't really have to play a game, but it's still the fact of the matter is that,
That corpse explains the stench.
like, people with instincts are always going to buy the game, you know?
Garroted.
And I'm not the only person out there that just, you know, thinks about the game and buys it.
Yeah, but
Nothing. Nothing.
But guys, thanks for watching this video. I mean, I hope some people that do go out and buy games right off on the instinct, hope you learned something. And I hope you guys take to heart like the information about the companies. Stop pushing people so hard. It's ridiculous. We'll get our games fixed sooner or later. It's not like we have to have them immediately. Like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.